hey guys, I just got home from California, where I went to Disneyland, and that's pretty much it, but some other places too. But yeah, I went to California, and so I brought back a bunch of pictures and videos, like a family home vacation style. Or I guess this could also kind of be like a murder mystery documentary. So either way, so this is my vacation. There's me on vacation. Oh yeah, so our plane was 7 a.m. Also, I should know, this was it was me, my mom, my brother, and my brother's daughter, which is my niece. So me, my mom, brother, and niece. And my niece is 2 years old. So it was really exciting to be able to bring my niece on an airplane for the first time. Also bring her to Disneyland for the first time, and just, yeah, the first time she ever traveled. So that was a really, that's something to keep in mind with this whole vacation, is that a lot of what I was doing, a lot of a lot of what I planned for this trip was based around my niece. So like, yeah, like a lot of it was like, okay, as much as I want to go to Six Flags to ride all the roller coasters, my niece is 2 years old and she wouldn't like that. So yeah, a lot of it was like, okay, just finding what is best for my niece. Like I kind of had to like take myself out of it. This is my airport fit check. I wore a shirt. I really like this shirt because it's soft, so it was good for the plane. A jacket, because the whole time as we were trying to like as we were planning this trip, it was just like the weather forecast for California was just all over the place. Like one day it said that it was going to be like 80 degrees, then like a few days later it said it was going to be 60. Like the weather forecast was just all over the place. I couldn't get I didn't know what the weather was going to be, so it was just kind of a crapshoot. Here's the airport. This is the Honolulu airport. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we went December 5th, was when we left. So it was very exciting because it was a lot of Christmassy stuff, and I love Christmas. I love all the Christmas stuff. So yeah, I was excited to see, like, and yeah, I haven't been to Disneyland during Christmas. I don't know if I've ever been to Disneyland during Christmas time. Probably like when I was really young, but every time like my family ever went to Disneyland, it was usually around like summer break, because that's when all the kids were on summer break. Like we had all of our calendars aligned, so pretty much every time I've ever been to Disneyland or like Vegas, it was usually in the summer. So this was my first time going to Disneyland for Christmas, and that was very exciting. This is the plane. We got the last time I ever traveled before this was in 2023, October 2023, when my mom and I went to TwitchCon Las Vegas. And since it was just two of us traveling, we decided to use our rewards points for Hawaiian Airlines and get first class. And that was really, I have a whole YouTube video going through like first class, my first class experience. This time around, it was the four of us. So we got, my mom was able to get us 4 extra comfort seats. So this is first class right here. And then so it's the row right behind first class, which is like the main cabin extra comfort. So there's like extra leg room. That was pretty cool. That was really nice. It was really nice to have that. Here's a question for you guys, because I still don't know. When you guys fly on airplanes, do you recline the seats? Because I get such anxiety about reclining the seat. Just because, like, I don't know, I get scared that, like, I'm gonna ruin someone's flight by reclining my seat. The person behind me. Which, so yeah, actually, this is, so yeah, we were in this is like the front row. So like, when we were flying to California from Hawaii, we were in the front row here, and then there was one row behind us. And yeah, I was scared to recline the seat. Especially because the person behind me, I could kind of see through the cracks between the chair, that the person behind me had like a laptop on the tray table. So I was like, oh, I don't want to like mess up this person's laptop. Pizza party, you don't recline? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel bad if I recline. But then, so after this, so going to California, we had a front row seat. Then coming back from California back to Hawaii, we got the back row seat. So that time I was like, okay, I don't feel bad for reclining because there's no one behind us. So that was pretty. I think I liked sitting in the back row compared to the front row, because although the front row we had a lot more leg room, as you can see. The back row I could recline the seat. And then also, the front row, since there wasn't any chairs in front of us, we didn't have the under the seat for our carry-on. So every time we wanted to get to our carry-on sitting in the front, we would have to go in the top. So I think I like sitting in the second row, because at least we had the under the seat storage. And then, yeah, so this is LAX. This is when we landed at LAX. This is LAX again. This is us picking up the rental car. Yeah, it was crazy. So this is California at... When did we get there? This is probably like 5 o'clock p.m. That was like the biggest, like... Well, first off, I don't know, look at the sky. It just kind of looks kind of crazy. But the like craziest thing about being in California in December was just how early the sun went down. Like, a lot of the times by like 4:30 or 5 p.m. it was like dark. And I was like, what in the nani is going on? It really messed up my like my perception of time, I guess. So this is us getting our rental car. This was our rental car. So yeah, since it was the four of us, including my brother drove, because I would be too scared to drive in another state. Do you guys feel that way? Would you guys drive in another state? Because I feel like, and I think especially in Hawaii, I think just Hawaii culture in general, but especially with driving, driving is very different in Hawaii than I feel like the rest of the US. Just because I think Hawaii is a lot more lenient and like more like aloha with their driving. So I'm very scared to ever drive in any other state beside Hawaii. So this is like the only time we would get a rental car is if someone else is driving besides me. Because if you guys remember from last year when it was just me and my mom going to Vegas, we just Ubered everywhere. I was like, I'm not even gonna try to drive. Oh, California's scary to drive? Yeah, I'm just scared to drive anywhere else besides my home. And then yeah, so as soon as we left the rental car place, it was just like, okay, this is California traffic. It took us an hour and a half to get from LAX to Disneyland. Ben's dad drove for us in a rental car, and it was wild. Oh boy. Yeah, it seems scary. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the drive from LAX to Disneyland. We stayed at the Disneyland Hotel. which was very nice. So it was really nice to stay at, and I'll have a bunch of, I'm hoping to get a bunch of vlogs out on my vlog channel where I kind of like go more into detail and stuff. It'll be more like a vlog instead of me just sitting here and yapping. But yeah, we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel, which was nice to have a hotel on the property of Disneyland. In the past, my family, we usually stayed at, let me think. I don't know. I think in the past, like, and obviously this is gonna sound like super duper privileged, and I'm very, you know, lucky, grateful for what my family has done for us. But yeah, in the past we've stayed at the Grand Californian at Disneyland. So I think it's just nice to stay at a hotel on the property of Disneyland because we can just walk into Disneyland. And yeah, so Disneyland Hotel is really fun. Yeah, so we haven't stayed at Disneyland Hotel before, and so it was really cool just to, you know, see a different kind of Disneyland hotel. And yeah, from what I understand, Grand Californian is like the highest tier Disneyland hotel. I don't know. I feel like I'm a very, like, when it comes to like hotels, I don't know. I just get excited about staying in a hotel in general. So just I don't know. Any hotel I feel like is exciting as long as it's, you know, obviously like clean. Like, I just think it's exciting to be in a hotel, you know, be somewhere where you're not used to being. So this was still super duper nice. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, the Grand Californian. And then yeah, so, and once again, I like, I guess I should probably preface a lot of what I show here just by saying that, yeah, I'm very lucky, very grateful for a lot of the just great stuff that I have in my life. And especially, you know, like, I'm very grateful to my mom for who does so much for everybody. And so, yeah, we were lucky enough to have my mom booked us the 1-bedroom family suite in Disneyland Hotel, which was really cool. So just a very quick room tour here. There was a bathroom. Can you guys believe there was a bathroom? There's me. Ew, I'm looking so gross. Like, so this is like after 6 hours of flying and then like sitting in LA traffic for an hour and a half. Like, I was just like so gross. There was like this whole like bar area, mini bar. They had the TV, with the couch, and then yeah, you could like request. So my mom requested for the request that we had for our room was they give you the option of like 1 king size bed or 2 queen size beds. We wanted 2 queen size beds. And then you could also request like, oh, for your room to be on a higher level and looking into the Disneyland park to like see the fireworks, so you could just see the fireworks right from your room. We didn't end up getting anything that we requested, which is fine. I mean, still obviously very just grateful, but I just thought it was funny. So instead of 2 queens, we got 1 king, which was very funny because, so yeah, once again, it was me, my mom, my brother, and my niece, so my brother's daughter. So if we had 2 queen, like we wanted 2 queen beds because the snuggle buddies, exactly. So like the sleeping arrangement would have been, in a perfect world, it would have been my brother and his daughter in 1 bed, 1 queen bed. my mom would be in another queen bed, and then I was just gonna sleep on the couch. Turned into a bed, so I was gonna just sleep on the couch bed. Then we got one king size bed. So, and then it's funny because my niece really likes my mom, so she always likes to sleep by my mom or her grandma. So what ended up happening was that my mom and my niece went on this king size bed, and then me and my brother shared the couch that turned into a bed. So that was the sleeping arrangement for our trip. And then yeah, so at the Disneyland Hotel they have the headboard. It has like the fireworks that you can turn on. Very cool. Cute. Also, wait, what is it? I didn't even read this pillow while I was there. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. That's cute. I like that. That's a cute saying. So yeah, this is like the one bedroom, because it was a one bedroom suite. So this is the one bedroom, and then so in the one bedroom, it also had another bathroom. There's me again. So this is the other bathroom that was in the bedroom that had a shower. So yeah, this was the shower. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, you know what was kind of crazy about this room? And yeah, once again, like privileged, first world problem here, guys. So the way they have the suites laid out is that right outside of this door right here, our entrance, it's like a little how can I explain it? Basically, when you come through the hallway, like in any other hotel, you go through the hallway, and at the very end of the hallway are the suites, but when you go to the end of the hallway, there's a double door there. You open the double door, and then inside of the double door there is 2 suites on opposite sides of the wall. I guess the idea is that like they expect people, like larger families, to rent out 2 of the suites because they're kind of adjoining, I guess. But like, so I mean, we just had one of the family rooms, so it was kind of awkward to open up the door, like whenever we wanted to leave the room, open up the door, and there was a possibility that whatever family was across of here would also be coming out at the same time. And then there's the double door that you also have to go through. Yeah, it was, once again, first world problem here. I just thought it was kind of as someone who is just terrible with interacting with people, like it did make me a bit anxious, like, oh, if I'm gonna open the door and there's gonna be another person right there, that is awkward. But I mean, hey, once again, just totally privileged, but I thought kind of an interesting thing. Anywho, yeah, the rooms were really fun, because so lots of hidden Mickeys all over. So like there's like Mickeys on this lamp here. I think I took some videos of the other hidden Mickeys around. Let's see. Here's when you go on vacation and like everything is exciting, at least especially in like in the beginning, and you just have to like take a picture or video of everything. So here's a video of the soap. Disney Resorts dental kit and bath soap. Okay. And then yeah, there's more. There's like a bunch of hidden Mickeys all over the room. So like there's Mickey Mouse. There's like the Mickeys on the actual handles of the sink here. It was very cute. Okay, we have to kind of speed through this because we're gonna be watching this for a while. Yeah, they put like welcome on the TV or whatever. Cute. This is the hallway with all of the cool little design on the floor. Then after we kind of got settled into our room, we went to downtown Disney. So yeah, that was really, yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting how each hotel has like their own sort of like entrance into Disneyland. So, the Grand Californian, as the name would imply, you can go from the hotel straight into California Adventure Park. But then also in the Grand Californian, there's another entrance into downtown Disney. And I think that's a lot of like what, in my opinion, what would make Grand Californian, the hotel, like the most worth it is just how easy it is to go everywhere. Like you can go into California Adventure Park or downtown Disney straight from the hotel. And then, so yeah, the Disneyland hotel where we stayed, you could go into downtown Disney straight from the hotel. There was like an entrance there. So yeah, we went, it was like very easy just to go from the hotel into downtown Disney. And I'm trying to remember, I forget if it was cold at this point. It probably was. But yeah, so this is like our first time in downtown Disney, so obviously I'm like walking all over the place taking videos of everything and pictures. This is downtown Disney. That's the Lego store over here. Yeah. So once again, like, since basically this whole trip was for my 2-year-old niece, so like, as much as I wanted to like go look in all these shops, I wanted to do a bunch of shopping, look at all the cute little Disney stuff, I know my niece would probably want to do more exciting things. But like, you know, I wanted to do things for my niece, and I don't, as being a kid in the past, I know how boring shopping can be for children, so, you know, I want to do something exciting for the 2-year-old. And then as soon as we, like, freaking, you know, perfect timing, when we go into downtown Disney, it starts freaking snowing. Excuse me. Obviously not actually snowing, but I wonder what the snow is made out of. I think it's like bubbles. And I only know this because as this was happening, the snow was falling, it just got all in my hair. And it's, you know, I have dark hair, so like having all this like fake snow, it's like bubbles just falling and collecting on my hair. My mom said it looked like I had dandruff. But I mean, that was really like, you know, it was really cool. Just like our first night walking into downtown Disney, and then it just starts snowing. Like that was really cool. It was like a very like, you know, classic Disney magic, as they say. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. So that was, sorry, not it as in that was the whole trip, but that was our first night. And that was Thursday, so now it is Friday, December 6th, 2024. So our first like actual day of vacation, I guess. And this is me. And I've talked about this on previous streams, but I went kind of crazy in planning everything. So I had, for like months and months, I had been like researching the restaurants at the hotel. Like I was planning out what we're gonna eat for breakfast, what time I'm gonna go pick up the breakfast. So I think this is like 7 o'clock in the morning, which is like the earliest I've ever woken up in my life. No, it's like, yeah, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I went to go get breakfast for everybody. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Yeah, so this morning, the very first morning we're there, and I don't know what happened, it just looked crazy. It's kind of hard to see from the window, but this is me walking through the hotel. Wow. This is great footage of me pressing the button of the elevator. So yeah, this is, I don't know what was going on here, but like this was, as soon as I walk out, this is what it looked like. Like there's like fog everywhere. I was like, what's going on here today? It looked scary. Like there was so much fog. Oh yeah, also yeah, we were staying in the Frontier Tower. Like it was crazy. You literally like couldn't see past the fog. And yeah, it was like freezing, at least for me. Well, I guess I should also mention I'm from Hawaii, so my version of freezing is like anything below 70 degrees. Anything below 70 degrees is freezing. But here it was actually like, I think it was like 58 or something. It was like in the 50s, which is like really crazy. Oh yeah, so this is our breakfast. I picked up, where did I go here? I picked up Tangaroa Terrace in the Disneyland Hotel for breakfast. And they were giving away straw, I forget what they call these, like cup toppers or something. They're straws with like little Disney characters on it. That was cute. Here's all our food. Oh yeah, here's more of the fog. It was crazy. Crazy. Like it looked like an apocalypse movie or something. This is what I got for breakfast. This is the kids' Tangaroa toast. It's shaped like Mickey. Turkey bacon, which I don't know. I didn't even. I was like, I don't know. Does this look appetizing to you guys? Because this didn't look appetizing to me. It was turkey bacon, but I don't know. It just didn't look. It didn't look like anything. And then pineapple. Cute. Yeah, it was cute. Very cute. I like when the food, they do like the cute little Mickey stuff with the food. Oh yeah, more hidden Mickeys, even on the coffee cups. So yeah, we had that breakfast, Tangaroa Terrace. And then we went to the park. So yeah, really cool, like just walking from Disneyland Hotel into downtown Disney, and then you walk from downtown Disney into the parks. The way I kind of planned it out for us was so yeah, because we had the hotel like package, so it came with tickets for Disneyland and California Adventure, and we had like park hopper, so we could go to the Disneyland park or California Adventure. But the way I had planned it out was that we would spend one day in Disneyland Park, then the next day in California Adventure. Like we would just spend one day per park, just because I figured like it's a lot of walking, and it was. It was a lot of walking. Here's Main Street, all decked out in Christmas. Very cute. Here's me taking videos, of course, you know, as soon as like first day in Disneyland, so I'm all hyped to take some videos. And then yeah, so once again, like this was for my 2-year-old niece, and so I tried to like kind of strategically plan how to do everything for my 2-year-old niece. Well, actually my mom and I were like racking our brains on what to do. So because my 2-year-old niece, she's kind of like you know, she's I think a 2-year-old, and like she's like scared of everything. Well, I mean, you know, she's scared of new experiences, obviously, so like we knew that we had to strategically plan which rides to go on in what order, and I think It's a Small World was like the perfect it's like the perfect entry level ride for a 2-year-old. So that was our first like we went to It's a Small World for the first ride ever in Disneyland. And yeah, my niece like loved it. We went on we rode It's a Small World literally, I think like 5 times while we were there. Like we just kept going on It's a Small World just because like my niece really liked it. And it's nice. I don't know. I like It's a Small World. Like, aside from like the old man, you know how like it's like such an old person thing to say, where it's like It's a Small World is nice because it's a break. You get a nice break from walking. Aside from that, I do actually just really like. I like It's a Small World. Just the atmosphere and like, you know, it's cute. I think it's cute. But yeah, it's a very slow ride. It's kind of a slow burn. But I think it's really cute. And yeah, they had this is like the, you know, the Christmas themed It's a Small World. It's a Small World holiday, I think is what they call it. Oh yeah. It's very cute. I don't know. I've like, because we went on It's a Small World so many times, I just have the same footage of the ride. Hey Crescendo, how's it going? Merry Crescendo. Hello, how are you doing? How is your, what's the word I'm looking for? How is your, why can't I think? How's your music, transposing going? Is that the right word? How's your music writing going? It's probably going alright. Nice. Good to hear, good to hear. Yeah, lots of Christmas stuff. Very cute. Good to hear, good to hear. Yeah, I just got back from California, so we're like looking through my family vacation slideshow style. This is like my show and tell. Alright. But yeah, It's a Small World. Very cute. We won't go through. Yeah, we won't look through every single time we went on It's a Small World. Oh yeah, your montages are great. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, and then as soon as we get off It's a Small World, and then they have this thing where it's like every hour they have like the little things come out. It's cute. Then we went to It's a Small World, and in case you guys don't know the layout of Disneyland, because I didn't I didn't know the layout. I still don't really know the layout too well, but so in Disneyland you go through Main Street, and then there's like the main wait, maybe it'll just be easier if I pull up a map. I have a map prepared, don't you worry. But basically, you know, you go to the middle of Disneyland, like the main area of Disneyland, and like it branches out to a bunch of other lands. So yeah, you walk down Main Street, and then you go to the little Mickey, the statue. We went to It's a Small World, which is over here, kind of near the back of Disneyland. And then we went to Fantasyland, which is kind of like the, I don't know how we would explain it. It's like the Fantasyland, I guess, is like the most Disney, the Disney feeling land of Disneyland. And then, yeah, so my niece rode Dumbo. Actually, I don't know if she rode it here yet. Oh yeah, because I think we were waiting in line. And I took these pictures. Or my mom took these pictures of me. Here's some footage of the teacups, classic. Then, oh yeah, I always, like, I think, like, this is some of my favorite parts of Disneyland, is just, like, all the stuff, all the just random crazy stuff going on while you're just walking around. Like the rides obviously are super duper fun at Disneyland, but like I feel like some of my favorite things is just like you just walk around the park and there's just like so much, it's just like so overstimulating. Just so much going on. And so like here, like my niece was riding the merry-go-round, or the carousel or whatever, and then just like Genie shows up taking pictures with people. Genie and Aladdin. Then yeah, here's Dumbo. Yeah, so funny story, Dumbo in my family kind of has a funny sort of, Dumbo has a funny meaning in my family because when we were like, this is one of these stories where it's like, it just gets retold over time. So from what I hear in the story, like when we were really young, my family took us to Disneyland and then my brother got lost at Dumbo. I don't remember that, but like it's one of those stories that just gets retold over and over in the family. So it's just like Dumbo has kind of like a special place just because apparently that's where my brother got lost at Disneyland. There's Dumbo. Oh yeah, and then so after Dumbo, we went on the Casey Jr. circus train, which is like that was the really interesting thing about going to Disneyland here, and like sort of the main focus of it being my 2-year-old niece was that I got to go on a lot of the rides where a lot of the rides that I never really had any interest in growing up just because I was too old for it. So like, you know, this Casey Jr. circus train, they just kind of stuff you in a bunch of these like, you know, claustrophobic little wagons. But it's like a thing for the kids. And so, and it's like, yeah, especially like, you know, a lot of like the rides like Snow White or like Peter Pan or whatever, like, you know, it was never really stuff that I was interested in just because I was kind of too old for that by the time I was going to Disneyland. So yeah, it was really cool just to like do the more kiddie stuff for my niece because I never did it before. And surprisingly, this little circus train, Casey Jr. circus train, it goes surprisingly fast. I was actually kind of surprised because it goes up the hill and then you just kind of like start flying down. I mean, it's not like super duper, it's not like crazy fast or anything, but I was like, whoa, it's actually kind of going kind of fast. And I love roller coasters. I am like an adrenaline junkie. I love that kind of stuff. Then after Casey Jr., we went to Red Rose Tavern to eat. So funny story, as I've mentioned, I like to plan things very far in advance. Like I like to have a set schedule and everything. Like I try to plan things like as close to like down to the minute as I possibly can. But my brother is very much the opposite, where he doesn't like to plan things. Like we had a bunch of reservations for restaurants and stuff, and he's like, oh, like he didn't want to do any reservations. Like he just wanted to, I don't know, I guess just walk around. So, once again, first world problem, very privileged, but I will say that's kind of one of my biggest sort of like, I don't know if regrets is the right word, but it's like, it was kind of like, I wish we had eaten at better restaurants because we just kind of like walked around aimlessly looking for fast, quick service restaurants in Disneyland. And I really wanted to go to like a lot of the, if anybody knows Disneyland and like the restaurants, the well-known restaurants, you know, like there's in downtown Disney, there's like Din Tai Fung I really wanted to go to. I really wanted to go to Naples, which is like an Italian restaurant in downtown Disney. Apparently Black Tap in downtown Disney is really good. But yeah, I wanted to go to Carnation Cafe, but that was, yeah, those reservations were gone quick. Anyway, Red Rose Tavern, it was fine. I actually didn't eat anything from here. I mean, I got the tater tots. I just had tater tots. Ah, I wish I had these chicken tenders. Actually look kind of good. I've been really craving this now. Chicken tendies. And especially like this kind of chicken tenders. Like not like Raising Cane style, but like this like, I don't know, what would you call, like carnival style chicken tenders. I've been really craving it. I don't know where to get it from. The like only idea I've had in my head is like IHOP. More teacups. And then after we went to Mickey's Toontown. Again, like one of these things where I didn't go to Mickey's. I think before it was just called Toontown, but yeah, I never really cared about Toontown because I was like too old for it. But now, going there as an adult, it was really cute. I really like this area. Well, there's Roger Rabbit, which we didn't end up riding because from what I hear, apparently it's kind of like scary. I didn't want to scare my niece, who is already scared of a lot of things as it is. I didn't want to scare her even more with Roger Rabbit. So instead we went on, I was actually super duper excited about this ride, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And so yeah, you start out in like the whole sort of theme of this ride is like a theater. So like it's like the old style Mickey. You go through here and then you just kind of go in this like movie theater, and then the screen explodes. Crazy. And then after that, then you go on the actual like ride, which so this is like one of these newer Disney rides where it's trackless. Yeah, this was a really cool. I really enjoyed this ride. I actually didn't know it was gonna be as fast as it was. It went pretty fast. And then I felt bad for my niece. I was like, oh, this is like a cute little Mickey Mouse ride for my niece, and then it starts like swinging you all over the place. It's crazy. But it's super fun. I loved this ride. This was a really cool ride. And then yeah. So that was Toontown. I should also mention, I guess, I've brought, right before we went on this trip, I got a new camera because my camera broke. It's like my favorite, I don't know if it's my favorite, but like my camera that I've used for so many things, for like the past 5 years, it just broke. One of the cables broke, so the screen doesn't work. And I was so bummed. Well, I guess it was maybe a good thing that it broke right before we went on this trip, because it would have been worse if we were on this trip and while we were there my camera broke. So I got a new camera right before here, so a lot of the pictures and videos I took with this new camera, I think because and this is with, well, this particular these ones are with my iPhone, but like these ones are with the new camera. I wish I had more time to kind of mess around with it. Cause like so many of my pictures and videos, like it's out of focus, or like I didn't turn on the stabilization. I wish I had just spent a little bit more time to play around with this new camera. If anybody's curious, it's a Sony a6700. Yeah, like actually, like I think one of the best Sony cameras right now. Anyway, sorry, I'm not even paying attention. Whatever. Oh yeah, so we went to Toontown and then we went to Tomorrowland. We went on Autopia, and yeah, so like the crazy thing about Disneyland nowadays is that you know, in case you guys don't know, it's like back in the day, they used to have fast passes, which allowed you to like cut in line, and not cut in line, but like there was a separate line where if you bought a fast pass, then you could get like the faster line for certain rides. And then now, like as time went on, like fast passes turned into like more of a digital experience on your phone through the Disneyland app. Now it's called Lightning Lane. So we got a multi-pass, Lightning Lane multi-pass for all the days that we were there. And it's so crazy because it's like you need one, if you go in a group to Disneyland, it's like you need one person who is solely dedicated to the lightning lanes, because like it's so crazy trying to get lightning lanes and stuff. And maybe I should make a whole vlog about it, but like so like yeah, while we were just walking around Disneyland, I was basically just glued to my phone trying to get these lightning lanes. And yeah, it's like a whole game in itself, just trying to figure out the whole lightning lane system. And I don't remember it being this hectic the last time. So the last time we went to Disneyland was 2018, so like 6 years ago, and I don't remember the fast pass system being this crazy. I forget what it was called in 2018. It might have still been fast pass. I don't think it was lightning lane, but anyway, yeah, it was crazy. So like I would be just glued to my phone walking around Disneyland, like refreshing the lightning lanes, trying to get one for whatever ride we were gonna go on. And like, yeah, a lot of like the, you know, Space Mountain, Indiana Jones, like those Matterhorn, like it was crazy trying to get fast passes or lightning lanes for those. Anyway, we walked from Tomorrowland to the parade. I forget why. I don't know. I mean, I knew that I wanted to, especially, you know, for my niece, once again, like I wanted my niece to be able to watch this parade. And I was like, I forget why we ended up here, but I was trying to figure out, like before, like months and months ago, I was trying to figure out where is the best place to watch the parade from. And like my thing was like, I don't care about like the quote unquote best view or like the best place to watch the parade, because like if you ever like look up tips for Disneyland for like planning stuff, people will often and sorry, I'm not that I'm like making fun of people or anything, or like making fun of anybody, but it's like people like the Disneyland aficionados or whatever, or like fans, they will give you like the like, oh, this is the most magical place to watch the parade in, or something, like, or like like with the fireworks, they'll say like, oh, you have to watch the fireworks in front of the castle because it's the most magical or whatever. And like, I get that, like, I mean, so once again, not making fun of anybody, it's totally cool, but I'm just looking for the most convenient spot. Like, I don't care if it's like because I think a lot of times people will try to find, like for the parade specifically, like people will tell you like, oh, Main Street, because you know, it's like the atmosphere of it, or like, you know, they try to get you spots where it's like, oh, either the end of the parade or like the beginning where the parade begins. But the thing was like, I didn't care. Like, I just want the most convenient spot and with the least amount of people. And I don't know, I couldn't find, there's no like search query for that, like where's the most convenient spot with the least amount of people, and I don't care if it's like not the best view. Anyway, here we are. I think this is kind of by Matterhorn, I think, but this is like where we ended up staying for the parade. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to get a good view of the parade, is what I learned. You would think, like, and like my brother actually made a good point where it's like, you would think with the parade, because of like how crazy crowded it always gets and stuff, like you would think that they would the parade would be kind of elevated, not like metaphorically but literally elevated, where it's like if you're standing all the way in the back of the crowd, you could still see like stuff on top, and like a lot of it, like this, you know, you can see like Elsa, and my niece is really into Frozen, so that was cute. But like, you know, there's like people dancing on the street or whatever, and it's like I can't see because I'm 5'2" behind a sea of people. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, like the other thing about the parade too is like it's so stressful because as you walk around Disneyland and it's like, oh god, the parade is starting, they start to like rope off areas, like some areas turn into a one-way walkway, and it's just like so just like I just want to get around here. Yeah, I'm just trying to like navigate Disneyland, and then there's like roped off areas and like cast members telling you which ways you can or can't walk. And no disrespect to the cast members, I think I have nothing but the highest amount of respect for cast members at Disneyland. You just think about the amount of stuff they have to put up with. There's Santa. Anyway, so yeah, after the parade, what did we do? Well, yeah, we walked, and like, yeah, they have like the castle all decorated for Christmas, like winter time. I'm trying to think. Well, we went back to Main Street. I think we went back to the hotel. I kind of forget. It's all a blur. This is me standing by the giant tree in Main Street. I think we went back to the hotel room. Yeah, this is by the, you know, like the classic, like the Mickey garden in the front. And it was weird because this time around I have a picture from like 2018 when we went to Disneyland where they had like a photographer set up and stuff, and like you could get like a Disneyland professional photographer to take your picture here. This time around they didn't have a photographer, but they had, it was actually really, really nice. Like, look at this picture, guys. The lighting is like on point. I don't realize how, I don't understand how they did it, because there wasn't like a spotlight or anything, but the lighting is like just on point here. And actually, what I learned from this trip too is that I think I actually kind of prefer not to have the professional photographers. Sometimes they do a really good job and it's like amazing. I mean, not to like, no disrespect to the photographers, but like sometimes I just want a quick picture on my phone or something, and it's like, I mean, we'll see later on in this. We'll see later on. But yeah, we went. Maybe we went to go get dinner somewhere. Did we eat? What did we eat? What was Friday's dinner? Did we? I forget. Oh, right, we did go back to the hotel. I don't remember why though, but we ate, we actually managed to get a seat at Trader Sam's. If you guys know anything about Disneyland and Disneyland Hotel, Trader Sam's is like notorious for being impossible to get a seat for. But we did we like just did like a wait list for Trader Sam's. It took like, how long did it take? It must have taken like 30 minutes or something. But then, yeah, we managed to get a seat at Trader Sam's, notorious for being difficult to get a reservation for. I think because a lot of people often want to go inside of Trader Sam's because, like, once again, like the Disney gurus say that like that's the best way to eat at Trader Sam's is to go inside because of the quote-unquote atmosphere. But yeah, I knew that it would probably be too loud for my niece, and also my niece is underage, obviously. She's 2 years old, so we're not gonna go inside of Trader Sam's where like it's like a bar and grill type of place. So yeah, we just ate outside. I got this is the Hawaiian burger, I think. It was good. I don't know. It was good. Let's see, what kind of burger are we talking here? It had burger, pineapple, bacon, some kind of cheese, onions, tomato, lettuce. Yeah, it was good. I think this was probably one of the best meals that we had at Disneyland. Oh, that looks amazing. Yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah, it was like so yeah, it was funny because Trader Sam's, yeah, I don't know how they decided on this, but like Disneyland Hotel, the restaurants there are Hawaiian themed. So like this is one of the restaurants, the other one that we had for breakfast the other day, or was it this day? Yeah, we had breakfast on this same day from Tangaroa Terrace, which is another like they have like a Loco Moco burrito or something. So like they have like Hawaiian themed restaurants, and so it was funny going there as, you know, obviously someone from Hawaii. Fair enough, I think that's cool. Yeah, and it was, I don't know. I mean, once again, it was really cool, but I think it's just funny kind of being there. As long as they respect the culture. Yeah, it was I don't know. It was cool. They had they had live music, which I was trying to get because I don't know, the live musician, like the guitar, he was playing guitar and singing. He seemed like a loco brada. But I don't know, who's to tell. Like highlighting and not exploiting it. Yeah, I don't think. I think it was like. It wasn't disrespectful at all. I don't think. I don't know. Some people might have different opinions. I don't know. I am not even Hawaiian myself. I just live in Hawaii, obviously, so I don't think I have the right to say anything. But like, yeah, I know. The people were wearing like. It was very much like Jungle Cruise type of atmosphere, I think, is like the closest thing. Like, you know, the people, the waiters and waitresses were wearing like the hats and like aloha shirts. I don't know, nothing wrong with it. And also, our waiter was really nice. And that was really cool too. There's like, if you ever go to Disneyland, the Disneyland app has like in the menu, there's like you can give cast member, what do they call it? Like cast member appreciation or something. So like you go in the app and then like you write down the name and then you say like, oh, like they were really nice or something. Like they went above and beyond. And yeah, our waiter here was really nice. She was very friendly, very like, yeah, I don't know. She was really nice. So I went on the app and like gave like a nice word. Anywho, so yeah, we ate dinner. Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, my mom got the, god dang it, some kind of ramen from here. I think it was a, dang it, some kind of ramen. It was actually really good. I was like, I kind of wish I got the ramen. Nah, I don't know. The burger was really good too, but the ramen was super duper. The ramen was actually surprisingly pretty great. we went back to Disneyland after that. I wanted to go to Main Street because for the Christmas fireworks, because you know every night on the weekends at Disneyland they have like the big fireworks show behind the castle or whatever, and like if you go into Main Street, they do a bunch of projections on the buildings and stuff, and like they have like the lights choreographed and everything. It's really cool. So I was like, oh, let's go to Main Street and see the fireworks with all the projections and stuff. And then we go there and they cancel it. I think it was due to high winds. They canceled the fireworks show, and I was like, ah, no. I was kind of bummed. They did have like I don't know what this is called, but like, because I don't think it's the castle lighting. It's just, I don't know. They had something else here on Main Street, and then they had like the fake snow, but like the winds were so strong, the winds were so high that like the fake snow didn't reach the floor. But it was really cool. I would have loved to see this with the actual fireworks show. But this was still really, it was more of like a chill thing. But yeah, if you ever like watch videos of it, like the fireworks show with all these light projections on the buildings and stuff, it's really cool. It's like really like hype. But this was more of like just a chill projection show, I guess. Yeah, and there's the snow, but then the high winds, it didn't it didn't fall at all. Yeah. Cute. And then this is me at downtown Disney by the big tree. And then that was Friday. We're almost done, guys. Saturday, December 7th. So this was an interesting day. I went to go get breakfast for us again from... Oh yeah, and I don't know, while I was going to get breakfast, like I just took some videos around the hotel. Once again, super duper beautiful hotel. They have like a Disney store inside of the hotel. It's called the Fantasia Shop. Pretty cool. I looked through there. This is where we got breakfast for this day from this place called the Coffee House. I did a mobile order. I didn't have to wait in line. And yeah, so this coffee house is, yeah, just, you know, like a coffee house. They have like, they have pastries and stuff, you know, very much like a coffee house. I was gonna say a certain coffee place, but I forgot that they are canceled. Okay, anywho. So this is what I got. I got what did I get? Like a Danish of some sort. Maybe a strawberry Danish. I forget what kind of Danish it was. It was good. Quite good. Oh yeah, and that's a Mickey Mouse gingerbread cookie. That was also pretty good. I forgot to take a video of it before I ate it, but it was Mickey Mouse. And then, yeah. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I got my days confused. So Saturday we went to, so Friday was dedicated to Disneyland. Saturday was dedicated to California Adventure. So, oh god. Oh wait, yeah, so here's us. So this is downtown Disney, and then this is us going into California Adventure. Once again, like my favorite thing about Disneyland is just like walking around and seeing all the crazy things going on. So like here's like Donald Duck doing a meet and greet. I want like a TwitchCon style Disneyland meet and greet. Everybody lines up by the table. I mean, I guess that's basically what they were doing. Yeah, the whole time, the whole like 5 days that we were there, the Grizzly River Run was like empty. It was like a 5-minute wait because I'm guessing just because like it was so cold. Although during the day it was actually quite warm. But yeah. Did not want to go on that, especially as the day progressed, because it got quite cold. Although I really liked that ride. I like the river rapids. Giant bear by the thing. Here's the Ferris wheel. Oh, sweet, and I got the roller coaster. Yeah, I was really excited. Oh, here's me like messing around with the new camera again. These are some okay shots. I don't know. Yeah, some, I don't know, nerd talk. I really like this camera that I got, the Sony a6700. I think is like the best if you're into like video and photography. Like it's like the best camera to get. If you're looking for something that's kind of more budget friendly while also having some really nice like bells and whistles, the a6700 is, I think, the camera to get. Like if I only could get one camera for the rest of my life, it would be the Sony a6700. It does 4K 60 frames per second. I think it even does 4K 120 frames per second. It has like, you know, Sony is known for like their super duper great autofocus. You can do I think you can do 10-bit 422. And then it also, yeah, it's one of the newer Sony cameras, so it doesn't have a record limit, and that's like that's one of like my non-negotiables for cameras now, is like I hate when cameras have a record limit, and the newer Sony ones don't. So yeah, I think, what else do I like about it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted I just like a camera that films 4K 60, and yeah. Oh, and the a6700 takes the newer, bigger Sony batteries, so you get larger battery, and that's pretty great. Here's me with the thing. And then we went on Little Mermaid. Once again, like, going with my 2-year-old niece, this was a ride that I wouldn't have ridden. But because it was with my 2-year-old niece, then this was like my first time ever going on the Little Mermaid ride. Yeah. It was very cute. This was another ride. It's a Small World, and this ride we went on like multiple times throughout the trip. Just because my niece liked it so much. Oh, I'm always so like interested about, because it's interesting to me that this ride is in California Adventure. I imagine there's probably some history behind that, like the Disney. I'm sure there's like the Disney gurus who know the story behind why this ride is in California Adventure. I would have thought this ride would be in Disneyland, like in Fantasyland. But this was kind of, yeah, this was a cool ride. Oh, the funny thing about this ride though, the Little Mermaid ride, was that like multiple times when we rode this, like the thing would stop. And then, oh god, sorry, I don't know Little Mermaid well enough, but what's the freaking lobster from Little Mermaid? It would like come on the speakers and be like, oh, your ride is experiencing some technical difficulties, Mon. So we would just be like stuck there while we would just be like stuck in one spot while the animatronics were just looping. Yeah, it's a cute ride. I like this. It was cute. I'm glad that my niece liked it. And then we went on this one. Sebastian, thank you. This is the Golden Zephyr. A very once again, for my 2-year-old niece. But a very, like, tame and short ride. If there's anything to learn about amusement parks, is that a lot of the rides are short. I don't know. It was good for the 2-year-old. And then, oh yeah, we went to Pixar Pier. This is my first time going to Pixar Pier, because in 2018 when we went to Disneyland, Pixar Pier was still under construction, so this whole area was closed, and I was so bummed because I love the roller coaster, California Screamin', which is now Incredicoaster. So yeah, I was super duper excited to go to Pixar Pier. Do you guys like Pixar more or Disney? Like Walt Disney? Cause I don't know. I think I like Pixar more. This is the new themed, like Pixar themed, Ferris wheel. Also, do you guys like the rocking carts or whatever on the Ferris wheel, or do you like just the regular one? Once again, I'm like an adrenaline junkie, so I love the rocking ones. But yeah, Ferris wheel was fun. Here's Buzz Lightyear doing a meet and greet. I love this. I love watching the kids, like... He's like, this is you. Oh, that's cute. Oh, and this is the Incredicoaster. I went on it by myself because none of the rest of my family like roller coasters or anything like that. Shout out to these people. I don't know who they are, but so yeah, I was a single rider. Yeah, I love this. I love this ride. Oh no, wait, this person got Mike Wazowski. Wait, why is it like so perfectly Mike Wazowski'd? Sorry. Oh man. It's literally so perfectly just right over their face. Oops. So yeah, that was the Incredicoaster. Very fun. Mike Wazowski in chat. Oh my god. That was really funny. Yeah, also never got to see San Francisco before, so this was really cool to... We didn't really do anything in San Francisco though. I kind of wanted to try one of the restaurants or something, but we went to San Francisco just because we were trying to find a bathroom for my niece to use. So we went here. They had bathrooms. This was a pretty cool area. I don't know. Once again, yeah, I kind of wanted to like look around more and like try the food. So for lunch, we ended up going to this place is called Pizza and Pasta. Something pizza and pasta. Pasta. Which is, it's kind of by Pixar Pier. It's right by Goofy's Sky School. And surprisingly pretty good. It's kind of like it's a quick service, almost like cafeteria style, where like you get like a tray and then you just like get the food or whatever. Pizza was pretty decent. I got a pizza and a Caesar salad. Then after we ate lunch, we went to Cars Land. My niece likes Lightning McQueen. So, this was my first time riding this ride, where during Christmas, it's Luigi's Joy to the Whirl or something. Like WHIRL. And it's like a spinning, you know, it's a trackless car. I'm actually curious, I wonder if this was even built when the last time I went in 2018. Because I feel like the trackless thing at Disneyland is kind of a newer thing. It's like they have the Star Wars ride, the Mickey Mouse one, and then this one. And then also never seen Avengers Campus before, so this is my first time going to Avengers Campus. Very exciting. Once again, my niece doesn't really know anything about Avengers, so it was just kind of a quick walkthrough. But if it were up to me, I really wanted to just kind of look around here. But oh well, we can do that in the next time. Yeah, I wanted to go look inside the Avengers Vault. There's Captain America. And then... Oh, right, we walked through here because we were going to leave. So the Saturday, I think we had the Phantasmic. We got the Phantasmic dining package. So we were leaving California Adventure and like I managed to snag a Guardians of the Galaxy lightning lane, which if you guys know anything about Disneyland and like the lightning lanes, it's like one of the hardest things. So yeah, like doing the lightning lanes, I'm just like staring at my phone and like here's a pro tip if anybody is going to Disneyland using the lightning lane. Pro tip. Sometimes I guess when people cancel their lightning lane, it'll actually appear in the app, even if like basically if you keep refreshing the app for the lightning lanes, sometimes sooner time slots will show up than what is currently shown. So like, you know, like Guardians of the Galaxy, the ride, often it'll sell out really quickly. So like sometimes it'll be like 10 o'clock in the morning and the only lightning lane they have is for like 5 o'clock PM or something. But if you keep refreshing throughout the day, sometimes you'll get like a really soon time slot. So this was one of these instances. I think we were like in line for the Cars, the Luigi's ride. And I was just like refreshing the thing and then I managed to snag a Guardians lightning lane. So there's your pro tip. If you just keep refreshing the app, sometimes a sooner time slot will open up. Pro tip. And then yeah, I love this ride too. I forget. So yeah, so this is the Guardians ride is a reskin of the Tower of Terror, and I don't remember because I feel like they changed how the actual thing drops. I remember Tower of Terror, it was very much like you go all the way up and then the doors open, you look down at California Adventure, and then it just drops, and then you kind of go up and then go down again. It's like very I don't know, it was very like fast and like just like you go up and then down and then that's it. Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy, you go up, then you like bounce down a little bit and then you go back up and then bounce down. Like it's very much, it's way more like, it's longer, I feel like, for one thing. And then also it's like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it's like more exciting or something. Anyway, I love this ride. Very fun. Then we went to Disneyland, went from California Adventure into Disneyland. Don't know what was going on there. There's the castle. And then yeah, so we managed to get the Phantasmic dining package. So this is the like, what do they call it? Is this Rivers of America? I don't know, but it's like over here is where Phantasmic happens. And then so we got the River Bell Terrace Phantasmic dining package. So we went, and we kind of rarely went into this area actually, because I don't know, there wasn't really anything here that I feel like my niece would have liked. Like, and you know, I really wanted to go here for Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. We managed to go a little while my niece was taking a nap. So all this time here, like, my niece is sleeping. Once again, if it was up to me, I wanted to like just walk around here and just look at everything, but because like, yeah, we were on a tight schedule, and like my niece, I wanted my niece doesn't care about Star Wars. I don't even think my niece knows anything about Star Wars. I just wanted to like kind of make it quick. We went here because, and then yeah, so they sell fast passes or lightning lanes for the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride, but you have to pay extra. Surprisingly, multiple things. One, the Millennium Falcon ride at Galaxy's Edge, you can get, well, most of the time, the regular wait time is like 5 minutes, but also you can get a lightning lane for that like pretty much any time during the day. I guess the Millennium Falcon ride just isn't that popular. Oh, and then we saw this person that I don't know from Star Wars. Ahsoka, I don't know. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge is so cool. Once again, like, if it were just me, I just wanted to look around and like just look at everything. It's so good. It's like so, I just love how much it like resembles, you know, it resembles classic Star Wars in that like it looks so rustic and like it looks so just, yeah, rustic. And then yeah, there's like stormtroopers walking around. I got scared because I've seen videos of like people at Disneyland and like the stormtroopers will call you out if you're recording or something. And I was like, I don't want to get yelled at by a stormtrooper. But yeah, so cool seeing like the giant ships and stuff. Oh my god, so cool. And here's the Millennium Falcon. Oh my god. This is going on the Rise of the Resistance. Sorry, some of my clips here are out of order just because my phone, the clock on my phone didn't sync with the clock on my camera, so some of the clips are out of order. But this is going on the Rise of the Resistance ride, which is like the first thing we did when we went into Galaxy's Edge. And once again, at this point, my niece is taking a nap, so God, I was so excited for this too. Yeah, you can purchase a lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance separately. It's like $30. And I think because of that, because it costs extra, most of the time, like the lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance, you can get like anytime. Throughout the day. Sorry. OMG, I was gonna hear Millennium Falcon. Wait, that's like a good joke. Like, I don't know. What did Han Solo's... What is... I guess Han Solo's... Wait, spoilers, I guess, but... Spoilers for Star Wars? Han Solo's son is Kylo Ren, but like, what does Kylo Ren call the... What ship does Kylo Ren steal from his father, the Millennium Falcon? I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere. Millennium Falcon. Anyway, BB-8, oh my god, this was, yeah, Rise of the Resistance, the ride, it's so cool. And just Galaxy's Edge in general. And then, yeah, Daisy Ridley, oh my god. I have, like, the biggest crush on Daisy Ridley. And I zoom in right as she turns towards. Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon probably plays like My Chemical Romance. Oh my god, I love Daisy Ridley. And yeah, this whole like ride, like half the ride is just like the coolest thing about it is just like the lineup, the queue for the ride, because like you go through all this like BB-8. Oh my god, I love BB-8. And then you see Atta Girl Abner. You see Mr. Fishman in the flesh, in the gills. Yeah, the whole ride is so cool. And then of course, they canceled the Daisy Ridley spin-off? No! No! Did they really? No! I love Daisy Ridley. This is so cool. All these stormtroopers. Ah, so cool. And then the giant what are those called? Imperial, the ships. I was gonna call them X-Wings. Those aren't X-Wings, you dummy. And then yeah, this is like, oh god, it's so cool. How the heck do they like, how do they build all of this stuff? Oh, speaking of drama stuff, I saw chatter in your Discord or somewhere. What happened to Crossing Rain? What happened to Crossing Rain? Who's Crossing Rain? Wait, what's Crossing Rain? Crossing Rain. Buddha, what? Last chance to see K-pop band Crossing Rain. Hawaii-based K-pop group Crossing Rain announces a... what? Announces a... farewell performance. I have no idea. The Hawaii K-pop. Oh, I have no idea. I did not know anything about that. Sorry. Huh. What is that? Ah, it's so cool. This whole setup is so cool. Maybe it was another Hawaii streamer? Probably. I don't think anybody in my Discord would know Crossing Rain. God. It is so cool. And like, yeah, so they have a bunch of like cast members, like they're like the First Order people. And like they play the part so well. Like we're standing in line here and like this girl just like has this giant smile on her face, which very well could have been me. Like I was smiling so hard, but like, and like the guy's just like, do you find something about this funny? I'm like, oh, you got in trouble. God, so good, so good. And then yeah, they have this guy, although I thought he's supposed to be dead. Spoilers. I don't know. Kylo Ren. God. So cool. So cool. I don't know how they build all this stuff. Oh yeah, and then this. So yeah, this ride is so good. The ride is so good. Just like the queue for it. And then yeah, so we go in this thing and there's like a droid. Oh my god. Yeah. I didn't take any video on the ride because I was scared. I was scared I was gonna like get in trouble. Although I don't know. I don't know how the Disney cast members nowadays, like the rules. I don't know what the rules are about phones on rides because you see a lot of people with phones on rides nowadays. So I don't know. I was scared to record. And I also just wanted to like, especially for the Star Wars ride, I wanted to like be in the moment. I didn't even record anything, but it was fun. Very fun. They had a bunch of these shops. Oh man. Yeah, this is a really, really just good themed area. The giant ships. So cool. Millennium Falcon. And so this is where I can talk about like the professional photographers of Disneyland. You can see in the video here, but like this guy taking the pictures and like telling people how to pose. I don't pose is the problem. That's my main problem with like the professional photographers at Disneyland and like amusement parks, I guess, in general, is like I don't pose. I'm not a pose type of person. And check this out, I got a cool panorama. Eesh. That is a nice panorama, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I don't usually pose, so when this guy... I walk up to this guy, and yeah, I always get scared because I don't know the... I always wonder what the rules are about pictures and like... Cause like, yeah, they have these professional photographers. I'm sure like they are... I'm sure they have like... I'm sure they are... What's the word I'm looking for? Like... I'm sure they're incentivized to like take pictures for people. So like I never know if like I can like just take my own picture, which I'd much rather do than talk to another person. This is the Millennium Falcon ride. Once again, just so cool. So cool. Look at the animatronic. This is... Yeah, and then, oh my god. Inside of here, and like they have like the... They have like the freaking table, the friggin' board game, and then like this is where it's like Chewie, we're home. I wanted to recreate that so bad right here. Chewie, we're home. And then yeah, this is inside the Millennium Falcon ride. Oh yeah, I can tell the story about inside the Millennium Falcon ride. So the Millennium Falcon ride, very interesting because it's basically like a game kind of. It requires social interaction more than I think any other ride, because yeah, it's like you actually have like jobs, duties. Duty. So my job, what was I? Oh, I was a gunner. So like I had to shoot, I had to fire the lasers on the Millennium Falcon. And then this old couple Wait, do I have any other? Oh, okay. This older couple, like, you know, bless their heart, they were super kind, but like, they were in charge of steering the Millennium Falcon. It was me, my brother, and this other couple behind us that I think we were all gunners or something, but like, yeah, and then this older couple here in the front driving or steering the Millennium Falcon, and like the older woman here, once again, bless their heart, but she was awful. She was awful at driving the Millennium Falcon, which is kind of like the most important part of the ride. Like you need a good pilot for this to actually work well, but I guess because she didn't like the ride, like the which is like, you know, totally fair. People sometimes don't like rides and stuff and like get, you know, they get sick from it or whatever, but yeah, like halfway through the ride and she's literally closing her eyes like this, like covering her face and not even steering the ship, so we're just like crashing into every single wall. Yeah, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. It was bad. Yeah, just the whole ride, she's just like covering her face like that. But I mean, bless their heart. They were really kind. Yeah, so this is the like professional photographer. And it's like, I don't know, my skin tone, man. Look at the flash on my skin tone. It looks so bad. I look like a ghost. And then yeah, this is where he gets me to pose, and I don't pose. I'm not a pose type of person. Ew. This is me trying to pose. I wish. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that's enough of that. So yeah, after Star Wars, after Galaxy's Edge, we went back to Rivers of America, I think, is what this place is. What is this area? It's either Adventureland or Frontierland. There's the Mark Twain. The Choo-Choo Twain. Choo-Choo Twain. And then, yeah, so this is, we had the Phantasmic dining package at the Riverbell Terrace, which comes with a meal, and then you get reserved a reserved seating area for Fantasmic. This was surprisingly good. This is the chicken pot pie soup, which sounds disgusting. Excuse me. It sounds disgusting, and it actually kind of looks disgusting, but surprisingly, this was quite good. It's I don't know if it was like, I don't know if I would get it again, but it was not bad. It was pretty good, actually. I ate the whole thing. This is inside the Riverbell Terrace. This was my like entree, my main entree. Once again, this surprisingly good. Looks good to me, looks homemade. Yeah, it very much, I would say a lot of this food was very much like, I don't know, it feels very like, what's the word I'm looking for? It felt very like, I don't know, like your grandma's house. This was like some kind of pasta, and then this like meat on top. It was, yeah, surprisingly pretty good, pretty tasty. And then for dessert, I got the red velvet cake. A little bit dry, but hey, I like me a good red velvet cake anyway. Then yeah, so the Fantasmic dining package, you went to this restaurant, ate, you would go line up for your reserved seating for Fantasmic. And so yeah, in between that time, after we ate, we were like, okay, we have some time. We went on Pirates of the Caribbean. This one I was a little bit iffy about taking my niece on, my 2-year-old niece. And she was a bit scared. Some of the, especially when like the pirates had guns, she got kind of scared about, but she did surprisingly well. She thought it was really funny when, if you ever rode Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland, there's like a drop. She thought that was very funny, and when my mom screamed in the drop, she thought it was very funny how like she got water on her face. But yeah, so I was like, good job, niece. Very proud. And then yes, this is our view for Fantasmic. It's along just like the floor, and you just sit down on the ground. And you're required to sit. There is no standing during Fantasmic, which got a little bit like my old man knees started to hurt. But yeah, you just sit there. And then yeah, the show just starts. I was surprised. Once again, nerd talk here. I was surprised because I got this iPhone 16 Pro kind of with because I knew we were going on this trip, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get an iPhone 16 Pro because it has the telephoto lens. It has a 5x telephoto lens, and I was surprised just how well it did for this, for Fantasmic. I was using the telephoto lens a lot, or the zoom lens. I was surprised just how well it was working. This isn't really a good example, but let me see if I have some better examples. Like yeah, like I was like debating like I was debating like I might even like the iPhone camera better than my, I mean not in terms of quality, but like just like in terms of convenience and use. I liked having my iPhone sometimes more often than having my actual camera. But then also, to be fair, like, once again, nerd talk. I took a prime lens to Disneyland just because I didn't want to bring a zoom lens because it was gonna be like super duper bulky. I brought like just a tiny little 35mm 1.8 lens. If I could go back, I think I would have brought a 16 millimeter. I have a 16 millimeter 1.6. I probably would have, or is it 1.4? I would have brought that one instead of my 35. But you live and you learn, you know? Anyway, this is Fantasmic. I never really had, I don't have too many memories of Fantasmic, so it was cool to see it. Oh yeah, here, this is, I feel like this is where like the zoom, the iPhone zoom lens really shines. Like stuff like this. Wow. You can get really close. And like, yeah, I'm like, you know, I'm like doing handheld and it's surprisingly stable. Oh, apparently among the Disney gurus, this is a very controversial thing apparently, where the what's her face, the witch or whatever, goes on this like thing. Because apparently it used to be something else and then it caught on fire or something and then now they changed it. I don't know. Apparently there's some big Disneyland drama about that. Yeah. Here's this is, I think I shot, oh, this is with the camera, the actual camera. Yeah, I don't know. I think Fantasmic is fun. People are like yelling at Mickey, you know, throwing bras and panties. Like he's like a rock star. Wait, oh yeah, this is crazy. They blow up Steamboat Willie. I think that's his name. Because that's not Mickey Mouse, is it? It's not, I mean, it's the, it was before Mickey Mouse. Anyway, this is like the big, like, the big climax of the show. All the people show up. Kinda cute. Oh, yeah, I was like frantically switching between my phone and my camera because I didn't know which one would work better. I think the phone actually worked better than the camera. But yeah. I think like, where is it? The finale of Fantasmic was probably my favorite part. And then like, yeah, like you see like Sorcerer Mickey up there and he's like throwing the fireworks everywhere, like to the beat of the song. Yeah. Crazy. It's pretty epic. Yeah, lots of fireworks. Like, yeah, it's crazy to imagine that they do this 2 times a night on the weekends. And then I think sometimes during the busy times of the year, they do this during the week. Like, and that's wild. And then, so, yeah, we did the Fantasmic dining package, and then from the Fantasmic area, you can actually see the fireworks show, which was like the Christmas one. And then they have like this, they do like water effects and projections. So it was an interesting place to see the fireworks from. Because yeah, once again, if you ask like any of like the Disneyland gurus, they'll tell you like, oh, you have to see the fireworks from the castle. But like, yeah, this was pretty cool too. Pretty cool. The only thing I would say, if I were ever to do this again, I would probably step back more. Multiple reasons. One, I think we could have got, it would have been a better view of everything. I think being too close is actually kind of, is actually not a good thing. Not that it was bad or anything, or not that I'm complaining, but I think it would have been cool to have like a further back view. And then also, if you stand too close, this water gets on you, and then it was freezing. It was so cold. But yeah, fireworks show, really cool. And then yeah, at the end of the fireworks show, they do the fake snow again. Lots of fake snow while we were there. And then, oh yeah, so after Fantasmic, we went to Tomorrowland and rode the Finding Nemo submarine because there's the Disneyland monorail in Tomorrowland, which takes you from Tomorrowland into downtown Disney. I wish with the monorail, oh wait, is this the monorail? I don't know if this might still be the submarine. Anyway. Maybe we didn't go on the monorail this day, did we? I could have sworn we did. Anyway. I wish the monorail had more stops, cause as of right now, the Disneyland monorail, it only has 2 stops, which is one at downtown Disney and one at Tomorrowland. I wish there was one in like, I don't know, one on the other side of the park in like Adventureland or something. Anyway, after that, we went to It's a Small World again. Once again. But I don't know, it's cool to see It's a Small World, the holiday with all the lights on at night. Very cool. This is shot with the actual camera. There were ducks. Look at the ducks. I don't know. I tried to get some like artsy, whatever, shots. But yeah, we don't have to watch It's a Small World again. Okay, and this is where we go on the monorail. Yeah, I wish it had more stops, is my only thing. But I don't know. It's a nice break once again. You get to sit down and just just sit down and go on the monorail back to downtown Disney and then back to the hotel, which is much nicer than walking. I think. Lots of walking. But yeah, that's it. We took the monorail, went back to the hotel. The end. That brings us to Sunday, December 8th, 2024. A very interesting day because the original plan was that I wanted to go to Disneyland, California Adventure, and then take a break in between, and then go to Universal Studios. I really wanted to go to Super Nintendo World. But then after thinking about it a lot, and like kind of researching, Universal Studios does not have a lot of like child-friendly things. At least in terms of like toddler, like really, really young, like my 2-year-old niece. Like, I'm pretty sure if we had gone to Universal Studios, they only had like 2 or 3 rides that she would have been able to ride. And like I know she would have been I know she would have been scared of the tram tour because it's super loud, like especially like the King Kong, and like there's some scary parts in there, so I was like, I don't think she's gonna like the tram tour at Universal Studios. So the other option was Knott's Berry Farm, and then it turned out there were more rides to ride for my niece at Knott's Berry Farm than Universal Studios. So, and plus, Universal Studios is like an hour from Disneyland, while Knott's Berry Farm is just like 15 minutes. So, the pros for Knott's Berry outweighed the pros for Universal. So we ended up going to Knott's Berry Farm. I thought it would be nice to have like some variety. We're not just at Disneyland the whole vacation. We had like a little break in between to see something different. So we go to Knott's Berry Farm, which is Knott's Merry Farm. Let me think. What can I say about Knott's Berry Farm? I have some thoughts about Knott's Berry Farm. First off, as soon as you walk in, like you go past security, you go past ticketing, and then there's this thing to take a picture with. Once again, professional photographer area. Once again, I don't pose. I don't like to pose. I'm not someone who poses for pictures. Uh, also, bless this person's heart for taking our picture for us and being, like kind and everything. But I was not happy with these pictures, and I was like, oh wait, multiple things. One, I wasn't too happy with how these pictures turned out. Like, I don't know, just look at the lighting. But also, uh, whatever service they used to get the pictures to you digitally, it was awful. I think it's called like Fun Pics or something. I'm sorry to call out Fun Pics, but they were awful. Um, we take our pictures to like the whatever information stand, the photo stand. We spend $30 for the digital copies of these pictures. Um, the person the person helping us there, I mean, once again, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but the person helping us there, um, I'm sure they're super busy, but he goes, "Oh, these pictures aren't ready yet, so if you just want to come back in like 15 minutes and then they'll be ready and then you can pay for your pictures." And we're like, "Okay, cool." Go walk around 15 minutes, go shopping or whatever, look at the Snoopy stuff. Come back 15 minutes later, the guy goes, "Who are you?" Literally who megalowed us after telling us to come back in 15 minutes. And so we're trying to explain this whole thing about, oh, we were literally just here. You told us to come back in 15 minutes to buy the pictures. And he still doesn't know what we're talking about. He thinks we're crazy. Uh, so we have to explain what time we took the pictures at, and then we have to explain like what the pictures are of. So we're like, oh, like it's me and her and him and like, oh my god. And so it was like a whole ordeal. We spend the $30. We're like, okay, cool. So there's our pictures. They give us a like a business card with like a QR code on it to scan to get our pictures. We go back to the hotel room later that night, kind of fast forwarding here. I scan the code with for the pictures, and then it says, "Sorry, there's no picture. Your pictures aren't available." And I was just like, "What?" After all of that, spending $30 for these digital pictures. And then so I like research it, like I look it up on like I Reddit or something, like there's a Reddit thread about this or like something. And people are like, "Oh yeah, like the service sucks. Sometimes it takes 24 to 48 hours to show up." So I was like, "Okay, here I am on vacation. We're coming close to the end of our vacation and our pictures aren't there. I have to wait 48 hours." Like it's just like, okay. Um so we wait until basically we come back, like we're home by this point, and then we still don't have the pictures. So I have to email. uh I they have like a website with like a support, like, and like you can select like, oh, my pictures are missing or something, and then you have to type in like what pictures are missing, like what time, who are in your pictures. They ask you to send in reference photos to see like who are in your pictures. So here I am like sending random pictures of myself to these people. Um and like saying like, okay, there's one picture where it's just me, there's one picture where there's four people in it, there's one picture where there's two people in it, like, um and then yeah, and even then it's like, and then the email says like, oh well, it may take us like up to 48 hours to reply to you or to respond. And I'm just like, like spending $30 for this. And then yeah, finally we get the pictures, and I'm just like, I'm just unimpressed. Excuse me. Um, yeah, it kind of made me wish I kind of just wish I just took my own picture. But again, like I never know with these like professional photographers, are they gonna let you take your own pictures? Because I imagine they have like some kind of commission or something. Like I don't know. And then they give us this. I'm sorry, I feel so bad for complaining because I imagine there's like some poor, like just some poor person who has to slap on this border for every picture, or I don't know, maybe it doesn't automatically, but I hate this border. I hate having borders on these pictures. I wish I just had the raw pictures. Oh my god. Anyway, okay. So that was as soon as we go inside. So we go straight for this train because my niece likes to ride trains. She's all about riding trains. So we go on the. Oh yeah, this is Camp Snoopy. The Camp Snoopy area. Like, not gonna lie, this train was kind of. This train was kind of. It wasn't very exciting, and I wasn't. Not that I'm expecting this train to go 50 miles per hour, but it just kind of went around, and they had just a single, a single Peanuts character just hanging out in the most random spots. And then besides that, it was just like, yeah, like just regular old fences and stuff. Like, it felt like a homemade backyard attraction, loosely based off of Peanuts. This was the balloon ride. My niece, yeah. So once again, first world problem, and I'm very privileged to be like kind of. I don't want to call it complaining, but I have some uh I have some thoughts about Knott's Berry Farm, and that is that you can it was it was very much a whiplash moment going from Disneyland to Knott's Berry Farm for a day. Just because, like, for example, this ride, uh this balloon ride, you go on it, like, and then it spins, but there's no music. There's literally no sounds while this is going. Uh, you just gotta sit there in silence, and then after a few minutes, then the person just says, "Well, welcome back, campers. Like, you made it back safe and sound." Like, but there's like no music or anything. I don't know. This was Boardwalk Barbecue, where we thought we were gonna eat lunch, but then yeah, this was the line going out the building. So we said, never mind. We ended up eating at a Panda Express. A Panda Express that didn't have Beijing beef or chow fun. This was the log ride. I was kind of debating like maybe riding this. I think it would have been fun, but I don't know. I didn't feel like getting wet. This was the like sombrero ride that we stood in line for because it was 36 inches. And when we measured my niece, she was about 35 inches. But when we stood in this line, we waited for like 15 minutes. And as soon as we get to the front, then the guy says that she's not tall enough. So we just stood in like a 10-15 minute line just to not ride anything. This is the carousel at Knott's Berry Farm. Once again, not gonna lie, kind of a different vibe compared to Disneyland. Oh, and then yeah, we went on this horse ride. You could go on this like horse carriage or the train. I think they take the same path. My niece wanted to ride the horse carriage. Here's me standing by yet another Christmas tree. Oh, and here's the train. Yeah. Walking through Knott's Berry Farm. I've always been does anybody, do you guys like these kinds of rides? Would you ride that? I've I've always seen this ride and like I'm terrified of it. Like I love roller coasters. I love adrenaline type like I want to go skydiving one day or like bungee jumping at least. But like this type of ride, I don't know if I could do. Where it's like you're so just like open. And it's yeah, it's funny because like this is like, you know, it's somewhat similar to like Tower of Terror, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, but something about this, like not having any kind of like safety, not having any kind of enclosure, freaks me out. Because I feel like if your safety harness malfunctions, then you're just screwed. And it's like you like see everything. I don't know. Something about it scares me more than like a roller coaster. We went back to Camp Snoopy because we wanted to get a picture of my niece with Snoopy. So and then this is the Peanuts. What is this? I forget what it's called. The Peanut Store outside of Knott's Berry Farm, which is so funny because you would think there would be the best peanut store would be inside of Knott's Berry Farm, but this was outside of Knott's Berry Farm, and I think this was probably the best peanut store. Like this is outside, like across the street of Knott's Berry Farm. And then psychiatric help. And then yeah, we went back to Disneyland. We went back to Disneyland. Why? I don't think that for any particular reason. We just went back to Disneyland. We went to California Adventure. Oh, we went back to California Adventure because we wanted to see Cars Land at night. If you ever have been to California Adventure and Cars Land, at night they turn on like all the neon lights in Cars Land. It looks really nice. Very pretty. But first we had to go on Little Mermaid again for my niece. Oh, and this is when the ride stopped. This is the ride stopped and then just the animatronics looping. And then yeah, so this is Cars Land at night. With all of the neon lights and stuff. Very pretty. We went on the Cars Radiator Springs Racers or whatever. So it's this ride, and Star Wars Rise of the Resistance have a single lightning lane pass that you have to pay for. It's like $30. So yeah, we went on this. This is always a fun one. There's me. Shout out to this family. They were like really nice. They were cute. And then yeah, neon lights, very pretty. Went back to Disneyland. For what reason, I don't know. Here's me by the castle. The carousel again. Yeah, I like the amount of times we went on, or like I guess my niece went on like a carousel or a spinning, like the teacups, like a spinning ride, or It's a Small World. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, we went to Space Mountain. Oh wait, sorry, this video's sideways. We managed to get a lightning lane for Space Mountain. Yeah, this is when we all went. I think at this point my niece was sleeping, so we had time to go on Space Mountain. And yeah, it was another one of these moments where I'm just glued to the Disneyland app, and then I happened to refresh at just the right time, and we got a lightning lane for a good time slot. Here's me again. I'm surprised they do single riders and just don't put anybody. You would think they would try to, considering how crowded Space Mountain gets, like you'd think they would try to put like single riders as much as possible. Yeah, we go to Main Street and it's snowing again. Very pretty, very cute, very demure. And that was that. That was what? Sunday. That was Sunday. And yeah, so that was Knott's Berry and Disneyland at night. Monday, December 9th, 2024. Our last full day in California. So this day was pretty much for anything. Like yeah, the way I had planned it was like we go to Disneyland one day, then California Adventure, and Knott's Berry to kind of break things up, and then back to Disneyland. But we pretty much did most of everything in Disneyland in one day. So we had this extra day just to kind of do whatever. But first, we start out the morning by going to Goofy's Kitchen for breakfast. And this was really fun to do one of the character. This is like the character breakfast of Disneyland Hotel. California or Grand Californian has Storyteller's Cafe, I think it's called, which is like a character breakfast. But yeah, so this was fun for my niece. You got to meet all the characters. What can I say? It's a buffet. Went there for breakfast. But I guess they were doing brunch. And then yeah, every so often like the music comes on and like the characters just like come dancing around. Very fun, very cute. Here's the buffet. They have Mickey pancakes. That's all I took a picture of, I guess. The food was fine. I don't know. It was a classic breakfast buffet. I ended up getting, this is the Mickey waffle, the Mickey pancake. This was the peanut butter and jelly pizza, which was fine. It was fine. It was like as you would expect. It was peanut butter and jelly on a pizza crust. I got eggs, potatoes, bacon. Oh, I got a chicken tender. I really want a chicken tender. I still really want a chicken tender. Like just a classic chicken tender. Maybe I might actually have to go to I might have to go to IHOP tomorrow. I want like a carnival style chicken tender. And I got bread pudding because I've never tried bread pudding before. Yeah. That was Goofy's Kitchen. Yeah, like all the characters just like walk around and you know, it was really funny too. Minnie Mouse, she was actually, I think it was it these people? These people, they had like if you go to Disneyland, a lot of people will bring like autograph journals where they ask characters to sign an autograph in the journal. And like I think it was this family here that had one, and I guess they didn't have a pen, so Minnie Mouse had to go walk up to one of the waiters, the staff, and like you know, like sign for a pen, like because like it's not like Minnie Mouse the costume talks, so she's like trying to like do hand signals for a pen. It was really cute. I don't know, really cute and funny. This was I couldn't tell if it was froyo or ice cream. But look, they have Mickey sprinkles. And then yeah, so after our Goofy's Kitchen breakfast, we went to Disneyland. We decided to stand in line for the professional photographer with the Mickey Mouse thing. And once again, Well, I mean, luckily, luckily this person didn't ask me to pose, but I actually kind of like I like the picture that just where is it? I like the picture um that we took. Like I like this picture better than the professional one, not gonna lie. Um but maybe that might just have to do with the lighting. Like this was like peak brightness in the morning. I don't know. Then we go inside because we were gonna go um what were we we're gonna go on It's a Small World again. So we took the Disneyland Railroad, which is like the train that goes throughout the park. We took the Disneyland Railroad, but as soon as we go inside, there's like a friggin' parade of some sort or like marching band going on. Once again, very stressful just because like the cast members are like telling you you can't walk this way, you can't stop to watch or anything. Like I don't know. I get very stressed. And once again, this kind of shows like how good the iPhone camera is. And I'm like using the telephoto lens. Pretty cool. Um there's a horse walking around. Yeah, once again, like my favorite thing about Disneyland is just like you just walk around and there's just like everything and anything and everything happening around you. Not a dull moment at Disneyland. Yeah, so this is on the train. And then, so we take the train to Mickey's Toontown and then walk to It's a Small World. And we go on It's a Small World for like the 10 bajillionth time. No, it's cute. I don't mind going on It's a Small World multiple times. It's a cute ride. And then we walk out and the parade is going on again. And yeah, once again, they have all this roped off and then there's like people telling you where you can or can't walk. Very stressful. Oh yeah, and then like this snowman had to be ushered off to the side. I wonder what happened. I wonder if there was like an incident. Oh right, you know why I remember now. We were walking through there because my niece really likes Frozen and she wanted to meet Elsa. There's like an Elsa meet and greet in California Adventure. Once again, it's very peculiar to me why Frozen meet and greet is in California Adventure. Like you would think that would be in Disneyland, but anyway, California Adventure. There's like a Frozen like Elsa and Anna meet and greet. And they were closing at like 3 o'clock, and by the time we were like going here, it was like 2. So we were like running from Disneyland to California Adventure. It was really my legs. And once again, I don't like to pose. So yeah, and then this is where the Elsa and Anna meet and greet was. It says character close up. And yeah, this is I've never ever like been in here. Like I never even thought to come in here, but this was really cool. This is where they have the turtle talk or whatever with Crush, which is like it's like kind of it's popular on TikTok. But yeah, I've never been in this building before. It was like really cool actually. All these giant screens. And then yeah, they have like this was like the like a real life version of Elsa and Anna the house. And then yeah, there's Elsa. Then you meet Elsa. No Anna. Yeah, characters at Disneyland, especially when they're like kind of based on like real life looking people. Back in 2018, I met Rey from Star Wars. It's funny to me how different some of the characters look, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, not that, no judgment or anything. It's funny when sometimes the characters look similar and then sometimes they look like just not at all similar to what they're supposed to look like. Then yeah, we went on, just like my niece went on whatever, Dumbo, the carousel, teacups. And then after, so it was a pretty, like, walking around Disneyland is wild. Oh wait, sorry, also I forgot, my music stopped. Sorry, let me. But yeah, walking around Disneyland, crazy. Because there's so much walking. And then yeah, especially here, like, we walked from Disneyland, then we went to California Adventure to meet Elsa. We go back to Disneyland to ride whatever, teacups and Dumbo, and then we go back to California Adventure because we have the World of Color dessert party. Very similar to the Phantasmic dining package. Also, we go into California Adventure and like this is going on. Once again, never a dull moment in Disneyland. But yeah, we go to so we're in California Adventure to go to the World of Color dessert party, which is a reserved seating area for World of Color. But first we ate dinner. We once again went to pizza and pasta. I got pasta this time around. And there's like this really popular on TikTok, like lots of people talk about this, I don't even know what it's called, some kind of garlic bread that they sell at California Adventure. I tried so many times to get that freaking garlic bread, including here when we were eating dinner, and garlic bread would have went perfect with the spaghetti, and they were sold out. I walk up to the cart where they're selling it, and the girl was just like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any more." And I was like, "What? How can you not have any more?" So, unfortunately, I did not get to try the iconic garlic bread. But anyway, we eat dinner. Our World of Color dessert party isn't for like another hour or something, so we rode Goofy Sky School. I love this ride, actually. I was like, looking back at it, I don't know, I like between Goofy Sky School and Incredicoaster, I don't know, it's tough for me which one I like better, Goofy Sky School or Incredicoaster. I love the thrill of Incredicoaster, but I don't know, something about Goofy Sky School, it's just so funny. It's so funny how it just like, it's so violent, like it just whips you around and stuff, like. And then also I like the drops on Goofy Sky School. I don't know. Yeah, but this is the line for the World of Color dessert party. It was kind of weird because the lineup for the World of Color dessert party is like super duper far away from where the actual World of Color happens. So like it was hard to figure out where to go. But then yeah, this is when we finally sit down. The seats were incredibly close to each other. At least the you could get either a high table or a low table. We got the low table because I don't think my niece would have been able to sit at a high table on one of the like tall chairs. They had like director chairs, but it seemed like the high table was the way to go because I think you get a better view, but also the low tables, for whatever reason, they just pack it together. So like I was literally like shoulder to shoulder with this other woman. Kind of crazy. Anyway, so yeah, we sit here for Word of Color. They give us there's like a plate of like dessert. There's like a Rice Krispie. This was some kind of chocolate cake. This was a macaron. This was another type of cake. This was like a, I don't know, grape or something, like a berry cookie or something. And then they had cheese and crackers. And then underneath this, there was a block of something. And I was like, oh, maybe this is like cheesecake or something. So I got my fork and I took a bite of it and it was just cheese. At first I thought it was butter. I was like, did I just eat a fork full of butter? But I think it was some kind of cheese. I don't know. Either way, I was like, oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, everybody got like a plate of dessert, and then we just waited here, and it was nice because we got to sit down, get a break from walking, and then World of Color starts. This was World of Color, whatever the Christmas version of World of Color is. And before the actual World of Color started, they did like this is like a Moana 2 basically promotion. I think this, right? I think this is. Yeah, this is the Moana. They were like, oh, this is like a here's a sneak peek of Moana 2. And then yeah, they projected on the water. You might notice something though about these fountains, which is that they're kind of like going crazy. Like the water is kind of flying all over the place. And we'll talk about that more in a bit. But this is World of Color. It was really cool. Love the fountains. I like when they incorporate the lights on like the Ferris wheel and the Incredicoaster into this with the water. Oh yeah, I was trying to not be super annoying about holding my phone to record this. So yeah. Oh, okay. So that's where the footage ends, because like 3 songs into World of Color, they stop the show and say, due to high winds, we cannot continue the World of Color show. And then so I was just baffled. I was like, no. What? And I strategically, purposefully planned this so that I wanted to end our trip on a high note. Like, because I was honestly a little bit iffy about Fantasmic. Well, also, like, I could only get, the only option for Fantasmic was on Saturday. Like, that was the only one I could get. So I was like, okay, so we do Fantasmic, like, in the middle, and that'll be a fun time. And then I want to end the trip with, like, a spectacular event that I know for a fact will be, you know, it'll be fun and whatever. So I'm like, okay, a dessert party for World of Color. Like, that'll be a nice, you know, cherry on top bookend for our vacation. So I purposefully scheduled it for Monday, the last night that we're there. And then, you know, the dessert party, like $90 each person or something. And then like midway through, they cancel it. And I was just like, no, this is supposed to be like our big finale for our trip. And then it got canceled due to high winds. That was kind of a bummer. And then we went on Little Mermaid again. And this time it stopped here. Oh yeah, this is what the ride once again stopped. Due to technical difficulties. And then it started going. Yeah. So after that, what did we do? Oh, well, and like, to be fair, like the World of Color, when it got canceled due to high winds, the winds were high. In fact, there was like a what is it called? A red flag or something. I forget what the terminology is, but there was like a pretty like major warning. Where like, yeah, California, like they had like a it was a pretty big problem with the winds because of like forest fires and stuff. And yeah, it was like super duper windy. It was freezing cold. My poor niece was like coughing, I think, and like yeah, she started getting sick on this day. Poor thing. But yeah, it was so windy and so cold. So my niece went back up to the room with my mom. My brother and I went to go ride some rides like last minute. Like this was like 11 o'clock p.m. like right before the park was closing. We managed to get fast or lightning lanes for Matterhorn because we hadn't ridden that the whole time, and Space Mountain. So this was Matterhorn. I didn't record at all, unfortunately. I saw a clip on TikTok where John Stamos was on Matterhorn and people were saying hi to him. Matterhorn's a fun one. I really like I like roller coasters. That was like, as like, well, I don't know. I love, you know, I love my niece obviously, and I love being able to like watch my niece experience new things and like have fun on these rides and stuff. But I do kind of wish I rode more roller coasters, especially at like Knott's Berry Farm. I really wanted to ride the roller coasters, but I also really enjoyed watching my niece experience new things. And then yeah, we went on Space Mountain after. So we rode Space Mountain twice on this trip. And then yeah. So yeah, I like to think that I'm pretty good at planning things, and like I'm pretty good at like mapping things out. Because we went on Matterhorn. Oh wait, no. We dropped off my niece and my mom at the hotel room so they could not be in like the freezing cold winds. And then we went to downtown Disney, rode the monorail into Tomorrowland, walked from Tomorrowland to the Matterhorn, then went back to Tomorrowland for Space Mountain, and then from Tomorrowland walked to the monorail to get back to downtown Disney. So I think that was like a hip, cool plan. And then yeah, so oh yeah, it's kind of hard to see it exactly from this clip here, but like I tried to record like just how windy it was. It was actually kind of crazy. You might have to wait a bit. Let me see. I was like trying to record like the trees or whatever, but it's kind of hard to tell on video. It was super duper windy. Like it was so cold. It was freezing. Let's see, I think like over here is when the wind, like every so often, like every 5 minutes or so, like, you know, it would be like standstill, and then all of a sudden the wind would pick up, and it was like crazy. Like every so often there was just like a crazy gust of wind. Yeah. But that wrapped up our last night and last full day in California. So Monday, December 9th. Wait, is that right? December 9th? I thought it was 10th. Oh. Oh wait, no, this is Tuesday. Doi. Let me because I think this is Monday. Oh, doi. I just copied and pasted this. This is actually Tuesday. Thursday. Tuesday, December 10th. So Tuesday, December 10th. Oh yeah, we had to check out at like 11 or something. So we checked out of the room. The bell people very kindly held our luggage for us so we could check out and then go walk through downtown Disney, because we wanted to do like last final shopping. I went to the Star Wars Trading Post. Not gonna lie, I wasn't too impressed. Once again, first world problem, very privileged, but I don't know, I didn't see anything at the Star Wars trading post that was like super cool to me. And like, yeah, that was my main thing, like shopping at Disneyland was like, I wanted to find something that was exclusive to Disneyland. Like you can't order it on the Disney, because like some things like it'll say like Disney, it'll be branded Disneyland, or like, yeah, it'll be branded Disneyland, but then if you go on like the Disneyland store or whatever on the website, then you can just order it. Like I wanted to find something that you can only get at Disneyland, and then I also wanted like where it's like it says 2024, like it says the year, and that you can, you know, it's exclusively for Christmas, like this year and this time of year. So like I basically wanted something that would be memorable for this specific vacation. So that was really hard to find something. Okay, Chase, I'm gonna go bed now. Night. Thank you for the fix. Oh, thank you, Crescendo. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted something to remember the trip by, basically. But it was so hard to find. I ended up going with like a snow globe. Yeah, and like I wanted something too from like Star Wars, the Star Wars trading post or whatever, like something Star Wars related. At first I was going to build a droid at Galaxy's Edge, but then it was too big. There was no way I would be able to carry that around. And then yeah, this is us leaving. So sad. And yeah, making the 1 hour drive to the airport once again. Let's see. Anything? This is the LAX again. This is us going back on the plane. Oh yeah, so this is when we're flying back to Hawaii, and we were in the back row this time instead of the front. And yeah, I think I like the front row better. I mean the back, sorry. I think I like the back row better. Because you have because yeah, we could put our carry-on under this seat. Also, there was no seats behind us, so we could recline it all the way and not feel like a jerk. I also kind of like, I like the screen being here on the seat better. I don't know. When we sat in the front, the screen would pop out from like the armrest. Like it would split out and it would... Yeah. I kind of like it here on the chair instead. But yeah, 6 hours later and we arrive back home. Yeah. Oh, I guess, I don't know, random facts, I guess. Like, just last final things to say. Surprisingly, I had like the most pleasant, experience going through TSA at LAX compared to Hawaii. Which is really surprising because obviously I grew up in Hawaii, I live here. So like you would think I'd be used to like the Hawaii like TSA agents and stuff and like the people of Hawaii. And like, you know, it's very much like aloha, whatever. You'd think they would, the Honolulu airport would be like the nicest people and like even like TSA. But when I went to LAX, I had the most pleasant experience I think I've ever had going through security. Like, first off, the security person scanning my ticket was very like, I don't know if he was like friendly. He was kind of like, he seemed kind of like very angry, like just from facial and like from tone of voice, but like he actually was chatting with me about how long the flight was. I talked to him about how the flight was 6 hours, and you know, he's like, any flight longer than 3 hours then is like crazy. And which is, yeah, I mean, because like, especially when I go through, I feel like when I ride airplanes or like when I go through the airport, I wear my pajamas, like I'm very comfy. I look like child. So like a lot of times I feel like airport people don't talk to me. But so that was like the first time I've ever talked to like an airport person, like, you know, an actual conversation. Because usually I just look like a kid, like just and what else? Yeah, it was surprising to me just to actually talk to a TSA agent about just flying. And I was like, yeah, you know, this flight's gonna be the bomb. No, I didn't say that. And then when I actually went in the like security, like the x-ray whatever, the guy like the TSA agent there was super duper friendly, like one of the most friendly people I've ever met in my life. It was this guy, and he's just like chatting with everybody going through like this. The girl in front of me asked the TSA agent guy like, oh, like, is it okay if I bring chips? Is it okay if I keep the chips in my bag? And he's like, yeah, well, it depends what flavor it is. You gotta share with everybody. And I'm like, wow, this is like the nicest TSA agent I've ever seen. And then, yeah, he's like, I'm like taking off my shoes, whatever, taking out the electronics, and like, yeah, you know, you can put this one in this, you can put this, your laptop with your whatever Nintendo Switch if you want, buddy. Like, I like when people call me buddy. And not in like a condescending way. He was genuinely calling me buddy. And I was like, wow. It's like literally the nicest, definitely the nicest TSA agent I've ever met. Maybe even the nicest person I've met in my life. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I guess the final thing I can say about the airplane rides and stuff, I brought my Nintendo Switch Lite, which, so I have, you know, obviously regular OG Nintendo Switch, and then I also won a Nintendo Switch Lite from Scott the Woz. So I have both a regular Switch and a Switch Lite, and I've never really like, I don't know, I never had a reason to use the Switch Lite, obviously, because I have the Switch. But so this was the first time like flying, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll bring my Switch Lite, because, you know, it's smaller, handheld, easier to carry around and stuff. So yeah, I brought my Switch Lite here to play on the plane. I was surprised, like I was like, oh, this is like, I can really see the appeal of the Switch Lite. That was really, I played Mario and Luigi Brothership on the plane, and I was like, yeah, Switch Lite. I really like the Switch Lite, actually. And yeah, I did the whole thing where it's like, I made my Switch Lite the primary Switch so that it doesn't have to connect to the internet. Although, oh yeah, that's the other cool thing. Hawaiian Airlines, now all of their planes have Wi-Fi. So the whole flight we had Wi-Fi. I was watching YouTube videos, I was watching Twitch streams. It was really cool. They have Starlink. But yeah, so that was my California trip. A lot of yapping. Oh god. I did enough yapping for like 3 years, but very fun trip. I love Disneyland. I'm hoping one day I can go to Universal, see Super Nintendo World, but you know, I loved being able to, although my 2-year-old niece might not remember this trip, like I definitely don't remember any trips that I've been on when I was 2 years old, but I don't know, it's nice to, it's fun to be able to just let her have fun as a 2-year-old. And maybe when she grows up, we can at least show her the videos and the pictures.